Hi, this is the monthly horoscope for Capricorn for the month of January 2023, and happy birthday. And I think that I do got a birthday person on here. Cheryl, happy birthday. She's born on the 29th, so happy birthday to you and to all my Cappies, and happy birthday to my father-in-law, Lee. If you're watching, have a blessed solar return. Oh, and happy birthday to Danetza. I know I mess up your name because I always do, because I'm good at that as well. So happy birthday. And let me see. Oh, I got a bunch of Cappies. Happy birthday, Jocelyn. I know that your birthday's passed. My bad. I think it's on this day. Let me see. I don't know. I know too many damn people. That's my problem. But it's a good problem. Anyways, so happy birthday, guys. I hope you have a blessed solar return. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate your support. If you would like a reading with me, or you want the astrological reports, check them out in the description box below. I do 6-month astrological reports as well as yearlies, so be sure to check that out as well, so you can see how your new year is going to be for the next 6 months. Alrighty, and yeah, and then if you want a general reading to see how the next 3 months are going to be, which is based on a little bit on astrology and a little bit on tarot, check that out as well. I normally do about like over 1,000 words for it. And then I do like for like January, February, March, and those are like $40. So, and then all I need is your date of birth, time, and place, and that's it. So be sure to check that out as well. So anyways, on the 2nd at 9:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Venus enters your second house, where Venus is a happy hoe. So as quickly as your money comes in, is as quickly as that hoe gonna spend that money. So you better be careful. And you could be super kind and super generous. Aren't you a good little stripper? Okay? And so, you know, you could be giving the shirt rate off your back at this time, so I would be really careful about that. You can be volunteering your time and energy, you can be delving into philanthropy, or you could be spending your money on others and being overly generous, going above and beyond for others. So if you're a cross watcher, checking on your Cappies, you know, this would be a great time to ask for things because they're in a very giving mood. As quickly as money comes in, like I said, that happy hoe comes on that pole, and there she goes, and she gonna go spend it. She gonna spend it right too, so you're gonna be all glammed up on your Jimmy Choos. You love the latest and greatest in technology. You're nurturing energy to your goals and your ambitions now. You can take great care of them as well, and you can feel the need to do self-care and give yourself a lot of love. Okay, you can make more progress and achieve your goals at this time. It's a beautiful time for money for you and for career. So business can be picking up at this time. You may set goals to be more supportive or expand your support system, and you may take care of those who are older than you. You can take on more responsibilities to help out others. Then on the 6th at 6:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the full moon in Cancer in your 7th house of relationships. Not the easiest energy. You feel things intensely. You can be going through it emotionally at this time. You're a bit more quiet and invested in your head, and you just allowing the past to just ferment in that brain of yours. This is a time of love relationships. So for some of you, you may not be getting along with mother as well, or other family members. You may want to be careful with what you say around certain people, because you may regret your words or your decisions. It's not the easiest time to let go of the past disappointments, resentments, and emotional wounds. So you could be just festering in them at this time. Events which you experience now can make you aware of unresolved issues, but you're not going to see it like that unless you're like doing full moon rituals. Then whatever emotional tar is coming up, that's what you need to let go of at this time. Okay, you are moody and hypersensitive at this time. Since your way of thinking may be overly emotional now, you are prone to taking other people's views and opinions the wrong way. So there's no point in asking for other people's advice because you can't take it. You may be overprotective of your feelings, therefore you prevent others from really understanding what you want. You might cling to your viewpoint that is based on your feelings at the moment, and you see what you want to see at this time. So then there's their truth, there's your truth, and then there's God's truth is what's going on here. Try to not take offense so easily and learn the importance of releasing your feelings in a more affectionate and caring way. If you can come to grips with the past or present emotional hurts, then you will be better able to manage the stressful circumstances which you can overcome. On the 12th at 3:56 p.m., Mars goes direct. Your self-esteem depends on your job at this time, okay? And you have a little regard for those who won't exert themselves to make a living or who are lazy at this time. You can achieve prominence and security in a well-organized and efficient business. You're a hard, conscientious worker, both mentally and physically, and you expect the same out of everybody else. You must learn to control your temper or be careful with snarky remarks. Complaints can cause problems, especially with coworkers, employers, and employees. You may become involved in labor disputes. You're mechanically minded, and you're more often involved in your work often involves, for some of you, machinery that uses or produces vast amounts of power or sharp tools. You can be a perfectionist and over-concerned with minor details, causing you to miss the major issues. Health problems depend on the sign involved. Okay, so Capricorn, back, teeth. For some of you, you can overwork yourself at this time with this energy. You can be experiencing some migraines, fevers. You can be accident prone. Burns and headaches can be happening as well. On the 18th, Mercury goes direct at 8:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Technically the 19th as well in the countries in Singapore, Asia, the continent of Asia, Australia, and Africa. Okay, so it goes direct. Alrighty, so there's a lot of pleasantness in your communications with others. There is often a lack of balance in give and take. Sometimes this is withholding information for the sake of maintaining peace. Cock those damn brains this month before you shoot that damn mouth off. You can't take back your words, and you may regret what you have to say. Your concentration and focus is sharp, and you have the ability to be very persuasive. You can be more quiet and to yourself at this time. You have a lot of influence over others. Other people may be more willing to confide in you at this time because they know that you're not going to say anything, because they know that you don't care about the gossip. So they could be gossiping to you at this time as well and giving you the tea, and you're like, okay, you know, but you really don't care. So you have a lot of influence over other people, or this is a popular energy time for those of you in media and social media. You may find you have discovered some improved ways of fitting your own leadership into the mix, which will firm up during the next few weeks, and you can be getting into a rhythm and get re-normalized again back into your situation. Although it may not have seemed so a couple weeks ago, you're increasingly glad to have had an opportunity to edit your life a little bit so you can better exploit your position with socially and financially during this time period. Some changes will be monetary as well, but some changes that are going to happen during the Mercury retrograde are going to probably last, okay? So know that. Then on the 20th at 3:29 a.m., the sun enters Aquarius, and it's going to be in the, oh my goodness, I have to think about it. It's going to be in the second house. It's going to take on the traits of Venus of Taurus, okay? The overtones of Taurus at this time. Your basic concerns are material, possession, security, and success. You have the ability to attract money and resources, but can't always hang on to it, or it doesn't bring you happiness you expected. Financial success is often neglected by extravagance, so as quickly as money comes in, as quickly as it leaves. You must learn the true value of money. Money will stay if you learn to share your wealth with others, give tithings, and not just spend it on yourself. You adore splendor, comfort, and opulence. Who doesn't? This can be a popular energy time for you, or you could be attracting new friends who are influential in their own right. You're likely to spend more on luxuries now. While income is usually good during this time period, you're likely to have trouble sticking to a budget. Your sense of value of things should be very accurate at this time. Then the new moon in your second house on the 21st at 3:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The focus is more towards your financial security. Watch your spending. You can be overly indulgent. You may not be getting anything done at this time. Keep everything on the up and up with the North Node in Taurus, because at this time the Lilith moon is in Leo. So you could feel a little bit jealous, possessive, vengeful, like you want to do something to hurt somebody, okay? And you want to ruin reputations. You know, in the name of Oscar Wilde, you know, take a lesson from him. Don't do it, okay? When he wrote that book, let me tell you again, those of you who know the story, you can fast forward. I'm going to talk about my Oscar Wilde now, okay? He did this during the North Node in Taurus, all right, with the South Node in Pluto. You don't do vengeance stuff during this time period, because just like Oscar Wilde, he wrote the book something about Ernest, and it was about his dad, okay? And his dad... And it was like basically like shunning his dad and like telling his dad off in a book. Okay, that was very well, and it turned into a play. And his dad read the book and he knew it's about him, so he got pissed off. So he went to the courthouse and he said, my son is gay. And mind you, it's the 1800s, okay? So he said, my son is gay. And then his son was very gay. His son was extremely gay, okay? And he had a boyfriend, a lover, that he loved, like a little play toy, okay, that he just loved and adored, and they got caught, okay? And so Oscar ended up going to jail for 5 years for homosexuality, and he lost everything, okay? And it just ruined his life. So take a note from Oscar, and just because you're mad or bitter about somebody or someone in your life, that don't mean, you know, living is hard enough, okay? You want to watch somebody suffer? Let them suffer by themselves in their own head, in their own situation. They're going through it just fine. They don't need you to add to it, okay? And on top of that, when you go adding to it, it's gonna like smack you right back in the face, just like Oscar Wilde. And for some of you, it can ruin your reputation. You know, it can make you poor. It may, you know, if you're famous and you're doing this, we could find like you were up here one time for a minute and now you're down here. You know, so be about bigger picture during this time period. You know, we are all suffering in our own ways, so know that. Alrighty, you don't have to add to it. All right, this is a time though of emotional transformation for you. This is a good time to focus on your intimate connections with others, especially those of you who already know each other, you know, like family, friends, your lover. Just focus on your relationships that are going right for you, okay? For some of you, you are going to be going through challenges over the next 2 weeks with this new moon energy. It's in your 8th house with the Lilith moon, so it's not the easiest energy time for you emotionally. So whatever crap is being thrown at you, this is not the time to do bad, do juju, do santeria. You do nothing. Delve into prayer consciousness, delve into faith. This is a time where you're going to go through your spiritual awakening, okay? You're rebirthing. So go through your emotional process and don't allow whatever suffering you've been or are going to go through, don't allow it to define you. Okay, rise up, keep it moving forward. Alrighty, this is a good time to assess what is important to you and set up a budget or financial priorities. So from now till from now and for the whole month of January, you may want to curtail your spending, because if you want to get a cappy, get them in their career, get them in their pockets, okay? So you may want to save your money at this time, because this doesn't have to do anything with your business. This just could be just like bills piling up and unexpected expenditures and stuff like that, or buyer's remorse. So I would be careful. I wouldn't go purchasing like big cars or anything like that at this time. And I wouldn't go purchasing a house at this time if I were you, because you may find that you're going to have like a lot of lessons with money. You can have unexpected monies coming up at this time. You can have financial windfalls. This can be a good time for business picking up, getting that income tax check. But be smart during this time period, okay? This is like, you know, I see stuff. I see the direction things are going in. And then I tell you, I'm like a GPS system. Make a left. Make a left. Oh no, I'm not going to make a left. I'm going to make a damn detour. I'm going to make a whole detour. Actually, I'm going to go turn around and do like circles. Make a left. Make a left. I'm not talking to you anymore. You know, so come on now. So try to be strategic. On the 22nd at 5:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Uranus goes direct. Not the easiest time for new love relationships. For some of you, not all of you. Depends what's going on with your natal chart. They can end abruptly. This could be whoever has to leave your life at this time. Let them leave your life. This will be an exciting and upsetting time in career when you feel powerful urge to free yourself from restrictions. You have a great need to express your identity through your career, but you have been denying this and need. You could be denying this need for to be like growing and ambitious at this time. Okay, so don't do that to yourself. Alrighty. If you're trying to ignore the urges of self-expression or independence in your career, or kind of like sticking out in your career, like speak like this, the squeaky wheel that gets the grease, except you're gonna be like, oh no, I don't want that, I'm too good for that, oh no, I don't. Guess what? You're gonna go back, you're gonna kick yourself in the ass, and then you're gonna be fickle, and then you're gonna go from this, I want it, I don't want it, I want it, I don't want it, so I would be really careful with that, and just be greedy and just go for yours, okay? Because let me tell you, somebody else behind you wants it just as bad as you do, probably even a lot worse, and that could be a Cancer or a Libra or a Virgo that's right behind you going, move. If you don't want it, move. You don't want it, move. And then you just upsetting yourself and creating inner rumblings in yourself and kind of like emotionally torturing yourself. So after the 22nd, whatever comes up, don't think about it, just grab it. Okay, because you're gonna screw yourself, and then you're gonna be sitting there all boo-hooing because you missed out on good opportunities that you could have had. Okay, because you trying to be, I'm so spiritual. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something. It's like the priest in the hurricane. Okay, you're kind of like the priest right now during that time period where you're sitting on the cliff and you're like, no, God will come save me. And everybody's telling you there's a hurricane. Come on, let's go get shelter. No, God will come and save me. Then the ambulance comes. Come on, get in. We'll take you to the shelter. No, God's going to come save me. And then a helicopter shows up. Get on the damn helicopter. No, God's going to come save me. And then the priest died. Well, why didn't you? And then he goes up to heaven. And then God goes, well, why? I warned you. I told you what happened. I had people come and tell you that to go get shelter. I brought an ambulance so you can go get in the ambulance so you can go get shelter. And then I even brought you a helicopter. What more, what kind of sign did you want? Those were your signs. So, so just, you're allowed to be happy, you're allowed to be successful, and you're allowed to be wealthy. Okay, so whatever God brings your way, just take it. Don't be so confused about it. Just grab it. Okay, so this is gonna cause you a lot of, because if you decide not to do that, and let's say you decide, I'm gonna be spiritual because God wants me to be humble. Okay, but God wants you to be happy too. So you just doing it to yourself. Guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna be bitchy, snarky, and you're gonna regret your decision. And then not only that, you're gonna take it out on those in authority, and you're gonna have like a lot of power struggles with those in authority because you're gonna be throwing tantrums and tiaras because people gave you opportunities. They may, and you know what? It could even be things that are posted on the wall that say looking for help, and you could be like, because it's not being handed to you on a platter, you're like, oh no, I don't want to do it. Just do it. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. And then you're going to have conflicts because you didn't take it. You're going to have conflicts with those in authority, employers. You could be taking it out on everybody. And then you could be just throwing tantrums by being irresponsible and disrespectful at this time and being a little bit of a rebel. So I would be careful with this energy, okay? It's very important for you to be tenacious and to know your self-worth and self-value and to take and to grab at opportunities when they come, because let me tell you, the person behind you is going to grab it, okay? So, and you don't want that person behind you to grab it and be successful and happy. On the 26th at 9:33 p.m., Venus enters Pisces in your third house. A great time to get your flirt on. Relationships with relatives and siblings and neighbors should be harmonious. Errands around town may bring invitations to parties or fun social events. You're likely to have more at your disposable income at this time, and you want to spend it, okay? Your taste and sense of value of things is likely to be very accurate now, but you're not inclined to save your your money. Your mind is refined, but you can be mentally lazy. You enjoy art and music on an intellectual level, and you're artistic and creative intellectually. You can express yourself well and communicate easily with your spouse and close friends. Your social and your romantic contacts are made through neighbors, neighborhood activities, festivals that are going on, intellectual pursuits, going to school, and often through newspapers or magazine ads or articles or on the internet. You like attending social activities but tend to analyze romantic relationships. For some of you who are younger, like in your teens and early 20s, you're very pleasant at this time. I feel that your pleasant nature is what attracts beautiful benefits and opportunities to you at this time. You have the ability to study if you're so inclined. You don't like to argue or pressure others, preferring to compromise or persuade others to your viewpoint, which is usually easy as you're able to see other people's viewpoints, and you're likely to move around a lot and may take many short trips at this time, but never move too far from home. You have a good relationship with your siblings during this time period. Okay, so the first card I come up with is the Eight of Swords. So for some of you, this is an emotionally confusing time for you. For, you're sitting on your hands about certain things that you want to do at this time. You may be scared to pursue certain things with this energy. You may be more concerned about what other people will think of you. You don't want to rock the boat at this time. The Eight of Cups. I feel like this could be more about your money situation, your financial stability at this time. This could be a time of emotional transformation with this energy as well. The Tower card talks of a move happening. There could be changes coming up that could be challenging for you, or difficult decisions that you may have to make at this time. For others of you, this could be a move happening. The Lovers card, I feel like for some of you, it doesn't have to be a lover, but definitely this is a time where you may not be this month, in the month of January, on speaking terms with certain people in your life. So you could definitely be fighting with certain people because they have you doing things that you don't want to do at this time, or they could be more about their agenda, or you may not be getting along with siblings. For others of you, love relationships could be fragile. I would pick and choose your battles with other people at this time, and this could be like during the full moon, because with love you may have to wait a while, or it may be permanent, okay, because we have Uranus and Taurus. So you need to be careful during this time period when it comes to love relationships, to not push your partner too much during this time period, because you may end up chasing your partner away. Or this could be a situation here where you might not be on speaking terms, it looks like, with this energy. The Six of Swords, this is your new normal coming up at this time, okay? So I would really pick and choose your battles with others. For some of you, this could be a romantic trip at this time, and maybe that this if you were on the fence about your partner and you were kind of like one foot in the door, one foot out the door, maybe this trip like reunites you with your partner, and then you want to get back with your partner. Okay, so you have an opportunity to do that, especially if it's an ex. You may have an opportunity to get back with the ex, or if somebody's trying to win you over at this time, then this person may win you over or sway you or change your mind. Okay, so I feel like this could be a difficult time for some of you to say no to certain people, or this could be like an emotionally confusing time when it comes to love and the choices that you have to make, because maybe this person is doing all the right things and saying all the right things, even though in the past they weren't, but now they are. So you could be confused as to what to do at this time. All right, the Queen of Cups here, I feel like this is a time where you kind of need to go more with the flow with this energy. This is a great time to pay attention to your dreams with this energy, meditation, because I feel like you're going to receive psychic information through your dreams. I see money worries happening for you as well at this time. For some of you, this is a great time for writing, because you could be receiving some spiritual messages through your writing at this time. So if you're like writing poetry, I would pay attention to that, because you could be listening to spirit at this time as well. For some of you, you're gaining a new level of respect for yourself. Emphasis on traveling. For some of you, you could be learning a new language at this time with this energy. The Nine of Wands, I feel like you could be dealing with your emotional self at this time, and dealing with your fears and your emotional hangups, and letting others get the best of you during this time period. Again, this this could be a more of an emotionally confusing time for you. There are some things that you want to do at this time, but you may be scared to move forward because of financial reasons, because this person, you live with them and you have some kind of living arrangement with them, or you don't want to pay child support or alimony at this time. So you're trying to be strategic, or you just need this person because you need a place to live, and it's like a lot of conveniences for you. I feel like for some of you, you're very secretive at this time and you're keeping a lot to yourself with this energy because you're scared of people judging you with this energy. I feel for some of you, you are going to get your revenge. Okay, so wherever I was talking about revenge on the monthly horoscopes, that's probably going to be the date that you're going to get your revenge. You don't got to do nothing about it. So don't be Oscar Wilde. Just allow God to take care of the situation. God's going to take care of the situation. However, it need to be taken care of. And whatever it is, it may not be with the person that you wanted it to be with. It could be with somebody else at this time. But whatever happens, know that you're going to get some kind of vindication, some kind of retribution during this time period. Okay. The 5 of Wands, I feel like this is a time of on-the-job training with this energy as well. For some of you, you could be very cerebral and in your head during this time period. So watch the self-talk at this time, because that Lilith moon in that 8th house in the sign of Leo, oy vey, she is not helping you. She is your own worst enemy. She's like, fight amongst yourselves. And it's like, oh my Lanta, it's like, why? Okay, so just be careful with that at this time. The 3 of Wands, definitely very cerebral and in your head at this time. This is a time of moving forward, but also looking back at the past, maybe rehashing the past with other people in your life, because of course it's Mercury retrograde. That's what we do. That is what we do. We rehash, we rethink it. So you could be going through that during this time period. I feel for some of you, don't believe everything that you hear. Talk is super cheap at this time, and you could be led astray by somebody with this energy. So I would be really careful during this time period. I do see self-doubt kicking in at this time. Again, be careful with the conversation in your head with this energy, okay? This is a great time for starting New Year's resolutions. I think this is a great time for those of you who are in sports with this energy and getting ahead on and getting on top of that and training. This is a beautiful time for that. So you could find that you have more of a willpower. So if you want to quit a bad habit, or you want to start a lifestyle change, a healthy lifestyle change, this is the time to do it. The World card, traveling coming up. The World works in your favor during this time period as well. So this could be a popular energy time for you. I feel for some of you, this could be a very busy time for you. Busy time for career. Career or for school. You may not be able to cope with all the demands that are going on with school. You may have regretted taking all those credits at this time and kind of kicking yourself in the ass. I do see traveling coming up for some of you this month with this energy as well. Let me see. What else? I do feel like this is a great time for news reporters or a great time for media and social media. The 7 of Coins, the answer is yes. Okay. So it's up to you what you want to do with that energy at this time. The 2 of Wands, recognition and success. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, it is going to bring you recognition and success. Okay. So whatever changes you want to make, whatever it is that you're worrying about, whatever projects that you're doing for your business to help you grow, the answer is yes. It's going to bring you popularity, recognition, and success. It is going to work itself out. It is going to make you money. I feel like for some of you, this is playtime. It's the best time to get your creative juices going. The Knight of Swords, new love is coming in during this time period. For some of you, you're kind of scared to ask out this person, or you could be going through doubt or low self-esteem at this time. The King of Coins, I feel like for some of you here, you could already be in a love relationship and having an emotional affair with somebody else, and you could be giving that person ultimatums at this time with this energy, okay? You could be technically working on your relationship, but at the same time, you're kind of like looking at somebody else at this time with this energy. For some of you, you have an opportunity to expand your business. So this is a beautiful time for business growth happening with this energy, but you may have to get extra help at this time, and you may be scared to get extra help because you're scared of other people copying you, which may not be the case, okay? I just feel like Lilith moon 8th house. You're dealing with your emotional hangups, your fears at this time. So at this time, again, you could ruin yourself. You could really cause your downfall. You could be your own worst enemy. So try not to allow the past to affect your future, because it is, okay? The 6 of Coins, I feel like for some of you here, a soulmate is coming in during this time period, or new people are coming into your life to help you with career growth during this time period. And so everybody has a reason to show up in your life. So accept the help, okay? Don't be strong. Don't try to do it all by yourself, because you can't. But accept the help that is coming to you. The 9 of Swords, depression. Okay, I would be careful with your emotional self at this time. I see endings coming up, so this could be bittersweet for you at this time. You could be moving away from a situation, maybe not by your hand, but everything happens for a reason. So don't be upset, be happy that, you're coming up into a new season. Like this year, I was hacked, right? I was hacked. I lost all my members. I lost all my membership page. I had a membership page. That's why I'm doing the astrology for free. And now I don't. I was so super hacked. It was not even funny. But did I cry? Yes. Did I get upset? Yes. But then I just kept moving. It's okay to have feelings. It's okay to get mad, rage, whatever, but do it very quickly and then just pick up and just carry on. And that's exactly what I did. I fell. It got completely destroyed. I got completely hacked. The man even stole money. Okay. And I scrubbed it off. If that was my lesson, then God bless it. And then I just started all over. All right. There's nothing wrong with falling. There's nothing wrong with failure. It just teaches you a lot of lessons. Now I'm super protective. Don't try to hack me. Okay. I'm just super I just am a bit more self-aware. I probably won't answer your emails if you're new to me. Okay. I have a lot of trust issues now. So that's what I need to work through. But, things happen. I feel like for some of you here, you want your thank you at this time. And this could be when the beginning of the month and the sun entering Aquarius, and you want to feel appreciated during this time period, and the Lilith moon coming up, which I'll talk more about on the weekly horoscopes when it comes up. I do feel like this is a great time for electricians here with this energy. The Hangman card, indecisions are coming up at this time, something heavy on your mind. You want to end the situation. You want to quit your job. You want to leave a group or organization at this time. And I feel like you're emotionally attached to it. And I feel like this could be a divorce. For some of you, you want to walk away from family members at this time. You're thinking about it. And, it's going to end up, you may not be on speaking terms with your family members for a while. So, for a long while. So pick and choose your battles. Okay. Some of you, I talked about this, so it's coming up. I do see you studying hard for school. Alrighty. I do see you thinking about walking away from relationships, so it's up to you what you want to do with that. Alrighty. The Knight of Wands, new beginnings, again, new people coming in. Very creative time for you. People dance to your own tune at this time with this energy. For some of you, this is recognition and success with the media, social media, or anything to do with computer programming. The Queen of Wands, karma is happening, okay? So again, allow whatever to happen. Don't do it by your hand. Stay as far away from it as possible and allow karma to do what it's going to do. I do see new love around you. This person can be met through social media. The Emperor card, you're dealing with a dominating person around you, probably a dominating male with this energy. For some of you, you could find love through an older man with this energy as well, or an older person. The King of Cups, I feel for some of you, this person could be dating other people at this time, so they may just have you text them, or they may be married, and they could be using the WhatsApp app at this time with this energy as well to contact you and stuff like that, or they could be sleeping with other people at this time. I do feel like you'll reconnect with somebody that you already know, but I feel like this person could be married or in a relationship at this time. Okay, the Hermit card, I feel like you can be more by yourself at this time. This is not the best time to mingle if you're single, but it's there. So date, talk to people. Okay, the High Priestess card, this person does have a crush on you. This is unrequited love. So nothing may transpire of this, but you two like really crushing on each other. Okay, the Two of Coins, burning the candles at both ends of the both ends of the bridges. Ooh. Okay. So then this person must be wanting, like, like wants you to reach out to them, and or something like that. You know, this person is not going to do anything unless you reach out to them. All right, so unless you contact them, then they'll reach out to you. But I feel like this person is interested in you, but this person could also be married. Okay, I feel like dominating people are best dealt with silence at this time. With this energy, I do feel like you know this person. I do see you reconnecting with this person as a love relationship. Alrighty, maybe not in the month of January. By liking, subscribing, and sharing, and thank you for everyone who has. If you would like a reading with me or check out my 6-month reports or yearly, then check out the link in the description box below this video. Kisses. Mwah.